Welcome back to Runaway Trains. We got a triple haul today. On the left, in the middle, and on the right here. Where do we get all this stuff from, Drake?
The whistle stop.
And where do we get all that stuff?
The whistle stop.
All right, that was two different trips that we made. And in the middle, this one piece here we picked up in Cambria, California at an antique mall. It was the Rich Man, Poor Man. We want to give them a shout out. We love to stop there every time we're on the central coast of California to see what kind of vintage train stuff they might have. So where do you want to start? Maybe we start in the middle today, Drake?
Yeah, let's start in the middle.
All right, why don't you go ahead? I'll start unwrapping for us. People there are very friendly. They have all kinds of cool vintage stuff. Trains, railroadiana, cars, trucks, lanterns, all kinds of cool stuff. But Drake came across this and we really liked it. It was the right price. It was only $8. We don't know if it works. It doesn't matter. It'll look good on the point-to-point system that we have. But if it does run, or if we can get it to run, that'd be even more of a bonus. What is that? Do we have any idea?
I just know it's a streetcar.
And does it say on the bottom who makes it?
I know it's made by Bachmann.
Have you guys seen these before? Have you seen the Bachmann streetcars like this before? Well, how about we go take it to the tracks right now instead of waiting to the end? Let's go do that. I'm going to just back out a little bit here and show you up here on the shelf above. We have our Bachmann point-to-point system there. And we got a couple different streetcars that we run there. And those are my favorite, the Pensies. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to power up to see what this thing does. All right, I can see the light is on. Is it moving? You want to give it a tap, see what it does? Okay.
Let's try reverse, maybe?
Reverse. No, I don't see the light going on now. The light's off again. So flip directions again. See if that light goes back on. Yeah, so the light goes on in that position. I'm just going to look down here. And what kind of, we getting any kind of readings here? All right. Well, let's see. Why don't we pause and then we're going to open it up. All right, well, we got the shell off over there. And this is definitely a Bachmann. I noticed some really fine lettering underneath. It says Bachmann. It looks like one of those pancake motors, but it's kind of different than what I've seen before on the typical pancakes. But you see that light is giving us a good glow. Those terminals where the screws are were very loose. I just tightened them up. I'm not seeing anything happening there. But we are getting power.
Yeah, I was on reverse as well. Let's try forwards one more time.
So maybe we'll try cleaning the wheels and see if that helps. All right, we just tried lubricating it and we're not seeing anything happening there. So we may need to open up that motor and see what's going on with the commutator or if it's actually seized up or something. All right, so we obviously are going to need to open this guy up and see what's going on in there. So we're going to take a break from the trolley here, from the streetcar. We're going to go look at the rest of our haul. Okay, Drake, why don't we do this haul first, because this is the one we got first. And at the very bottom, I see 2024 Bachmann. What is that?
It is the new Bachmann Trains 2024 catalog.
Well, you know we need to get that for sure. So I'm glad we got one of those. We love to look at that while we're sitting around the house at night when we're not out running the trains. And what do you like best about having a catalog like that?
It shows all the pictures of every single train Bachmann makes. It's just really cool to still look at the pictures.
Yeah, it's cool to kind of like fantasize. You know, when I was growing up, we used to get like the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and I used to look at pictures of the guitars and the drums and the electric guitars. And that's kind of like what we do now. We look at trains.
When I see this catalog and I look through all the pages, I'm like looking at what Thomas train to get next.
Well, I want to look at your shirt for a second because it says, ask me about trains. Actually, you don't have to ask. I'll just start talking about them anytime.
Yeah, which we are now.
Let's take a look. What else we got down there? I see a couple cool things.
We got a caboose kit. Santa Fe.
And like, who makes that? What is that?
It is a Athearn.
So that's a vintage kit.
It's a vintage kit, but it's not a blue box. It's a yellow box.
So why don't you put that flat on the table again, and I'll just try and get a look at that without the glare. All right, AT&SF. I like that.
Then we have the Union Pacific Reefer.
Pacific Fruit Express reefer.
We have the same one, but scale trains.
Recently we got a Scale Trains model version of that we put together. But I'm noticing the Union Pacific shield is black and white. It's not like red, white, and blue.
In color.
And all of the print is actually just black ink. It looks like black or white.
Yeah, and also it has KD couplers.
Oh, that's good. That's an upgrade. So that looks like that might have been a used kit that somebody put together, do you think?
And then this is also an Athearn, but it is in the blue box.
I'm just going to take a look at the end there and see what that says.
The Athearn's known for.
Yep.
With their vintage trains.
Refrigerator car, and this is the ATSF. Is that cupola or cupola? I don't know how you pronounce it.
Cupola.
Cupola caboose. Athearn kit. NOB.
And of course we got a signal.
That's pretty
bridge.
cool. It's a nice signal bridge, but look, it comes with the sort of silver boxes you would see at the side of the railroad, and that looks like another standalone signal there as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. You know, just out of curiosity, how much did we pay for that? I think it was only like
$3.
$3. That is a good deal.
That is a deal. That is a good deal for a kit.
So that's that haul over there. And let's take a look over here. What do we got? Now, I just want to give a shout out to the Whistle Stop train store, the original Whistle Stop in Pasadena. That's where we usually find some of our treasures. And what do we got here?
First one is an Athearn Pullman coach.
So this is a Pullman coach kit, right?
Yes, a kit.
And again, it looks like a yellow
Undecorated.
box. Are we looking at a yellow box?
Yellow box. Again, Athearn.
And can I see the end of it, what the printing says? On the other side, maybe?
It's on this side.
So it's upside down. Why don't you flip that?
Nope. Someone kind of wrote on this.
Yeah. Undecorated standard passenger car kit by Pullman. And then we've got a couple other kits over here that look undecorated as well.
Yeah.
Are those Pullmans?
These are not Pullmans. These are
So that's Roundhouse.
Roundhouse kits.
It's a Harriman style coach, undecorated.
And then we have a combination car.
And when you lift up that one, we'll take a look at the end of the box as well, see what it says.
It's another Roundhouse.
Another Roundhouse, yeah. And this is also a Harriman style. This is a combination car, combine car, people might call it. Again, undecorated. And you know, I think we had an idea for that, right?
Mm-hmm. We were actually gonna paint these in, well, white first. Then after the white, we're gonna spray paint it with a nice black evergreen.
Okay. So that would be sort of an old-fashioned green that you would see on some of those old coaches, huh?
Yeah, more like in the steam
era, yeah. So that's our project there. Actually, these kits are fun to build if you ever find them. And, you know, if you like to do model building, they're not incredibly hard or anything. It's just fun, you know, and then you get a certain pride when it's done and you get to run it on your layout,
Yeah.
right? And then you say, hey, I built that.
Oh yeah.
Right, Drake? We got several trains that we put together that we run on the tracks. And then again, like with this streetcar here, you know, we'll fix it. When we get it running, we'll be able to say, hey, I fixed that. Right?
Oh yeah.
So that's our haul for the week here. Again, we want to give a shout out to the original Whistle Stop in Pasadena and Rich Man, Poor Man up in Cambria, California. And then there's one last thing that we see here. There was a flyer for swap meet
In San Diego.
in San Diego. We're over here on the California coast. And these are really good. They've got a wonderful train layout down there. And these events are just cool and massive. And a lot of people go. And I'm thinking maybe we'd hop on the Surfliner or something and get down there and go visit that. And I mean, come on, coffee for $1 and a donut for $2. You can't beat that.
You cannot beat that.
It's worth the admission, $3.
It is worth it.
So maybe we'll see you guys in San Diego. And that's about it. Drake, what else do we want to say? Anything else?
Not really.
How about we tell everybody thanks for watching Runaway Trains. We'll see you on the next run.